Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another Monster Jams Team Wars video. So I'm back with another one, and in today's Team Wars, we're going to be facing the one and only Team Spirit 2015. So this is going to be an elite team war. I'm going to show you guys how I did my attacks, how I performed it, and I can maybe help you guys out with giving you guys some ideas and tips and stuff throughout this video as well. But I do want to mention something before we actually get into this. I will be doing a two-part war video for this. One part will be my account, which is basically in today's video, and then the other one will be on my alt account, aka the one that I share with my friend. Okay, that account, you know, the contrived one. Yes, that one. So I'm gonna be doing a part 2 on that one. That was actually kind of cool. That was actually kind of awesome. You'll see. But this one's gonna be on my account, and I'm gonna show you guys how I did it, and how many coins I actually got against Team Spirit. Just a quick spoiler alert, I did better than last time. Alright, but anyways, let's go on and get started, guys. So this war against Team Spirit, it started at 12 a.m. at nighttime, so I was still awake at that time, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and pick off some bases, and why not record it, of course, since it's an elite war. I'm gonna show you guys how I did them. So I went ahead and recorded them. I'm gonna show you guys how I did it and what I actually went with. So here on this first clip, take a look at this. So on my Cruel track, right, I was using Cruel, and I wanted to boost up his life to the point where he actually has over 500k life. I'm going to show you guys what I mean by that. And I also changed some skills here. Take a look at this. I went with Blinding Grenade because you guys will see I'm going to be facing a Mouseron. So it'll be enough damage to, you know, like the damage from the Unalting Assault, it'll be enough. Plus the Unalting Assault on top of that kicking in, it'll give me an extra turn with it. And what's it called? Even if the Soul Drag kicks in, take a look at this. I use my AoE skill here, right? 26,000 HP left. I went ahead and eliminated. Soul Drag kicked in, 500k damage dealt, no problem. Now, I hope you guys have learned a lesson so far from this. Here's the thing. If you ever see a Soul Drag or a monster, a rank 5, it doesn't matter what rank it is, a rank 5 is the most, right? If you see a rank 5 tank or whatever monster it is in war, don't be afraid of it. Just make sure that you're taking it the first turn, come up with a plan, because that Soul Drag, it's not even that scary. It's really not that scary, guys. Alright? The Soul Drag, if you see it, hey, just come up with a plan. Make sure your monster has over 500k HP life, and once the Soul Drag kicks in, 500k HP is off, you still have a couple more thousand, or you just need one, actually, just 1 HP. If you could calculate that somehow, as long as you have one, you'll be fine. But as you guys just saw here, my Cruel track actually survived that Soul Drag. Look at this. It survived the Soul Drag, 500k damage, and I still had 16,000 HP remaining. And I went ahead and, of course, used my other AoE skills and eliminated them and won it. But yeah, just letting you guys know, if you ever come up across a base that has, you know, Soul Drag and it's rank 5, don't be afraid of it. Just go ahead and make sure your monster has 500 HP, the one that's actually eliminated. Alright, but yeah, let's go and move on to the next one. Alright, so take a look at this. This was actually base 3 Dragon Soul. This was another one of their members. As you guys could see, the player has a Mouseron, has a 150 Dracuna High, you know, dodge area monster. It's a great monster, of course. And then the last one was the light bulb one, you know, Cruel, right? So here's the thing, the 150 Dracuna High actually had Soul Drag, and here's how I actually played it out. So take a look at this. I'm gonna go on and show you guys this. This time I didn't have a Cruel, you know, over 500k HP. No, none of that. Watch what I did here. So I went ahead and removed Positive Side Effects first, got rid of the Megataunt, right? That was the first time that the shock kicked in, and then look, trade disabled. Instead of trade disabling Dracuna High, I went ahead and trade disabled the other one, and watch. Went ahead and attacked right about here, applied those 2 tortures, and on top of that I also got UA, which was really nice. Now Mouseron didn't have Soul Drag, it was Dracuna High that had Soul Drag, right? So here's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go ahead and check, yeah, Static Shock. I had to give her this monster because then that would have been a problem later on. I went ahead and used my ultimate here because it didn't matter. It wouldn't have dealt any damage to Dracuna High, which was actually a good thing. Now here's why. Dracuna High can't do anything against my Megatons, you know, can only remove positive status effects, and that's about it. So I went ahead and applied some damage boost to myself, and I didn't feel like taking the monster down. That's why I went with Bounty Hunter. This skill is actually kind of underrated, I've got to say. The Bounty Hunter skill, right? Not too many players actually run this skill on Cruel. The reason why I ran it is because I want it to deal some type of damage, like a low amount of damage, since it's fire against fire, plus it deals, you know, barely any amount of damage. So that will actually help me out. Now watch this. Went ahead and continued spamming that. He got his ultimate, no problem. I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and just get my Megatons here. And then here I just went ahead and applied the burning, trade disabled it, charged up instead of attacking it, because here's the thing. If the monster ended up dying, the Soul Drag would have kicked in on and you know, hit Cruel, and Cruel would have died, and I don't want that to happen. That's why I wanted to finish it off with my monster here, because remember, I have what's it called, Euro SM. So after I eliminated, Soul Drag kicked in, came back, and I got 3 coins instead of 2. Okay, so take a look at this battle right here. This was one of their top players as well, if I'm not mistaken. And it was actually one of their top bases. So it had, what's it called, a Lord Platypus with Maelstrom that was holding a Soul Drag, by the way. It's a rank 5 Maelstrom, by the way. And then, of course, Sensei Panikin. So here is the thing. I went ahead and started the battle, right? So Sensei Panikin took in the first turn, used the Spilling Fist, dealt some damage, no problem. So here what I wanted to do, I wanted to remove positive status effects, and that actually, what's it called, the intuition kicked in, and I knew that for a fact he'll go with his AoE dodge area, because that's normally what he does. So here I wanted to think what I was going to do, and then I ended up applying the damage boost with precision, and just like that, watch this. So right about here, I wanted to calculate this. I actually wanted to calculate the damage so I don't overdo it. And the blazing light, actually, I think, yeah, it was blazing light. It actually helped me out. Look, I used this, melting a Soul 60k on top of that with Laser Beam Sword, and then the Sunburn actually took him out. So no extra turns for him, which was actually quite nice. So that actually was a huge help. And of course, I continued running Bounty Hunter from last battle. Didn't change it. I kept running it. And remember, there's a Maelstrom with Soul Drag. But remember, I have 500k HP, so it didn't really matter this time. So I did pair it up with some Team Life here and there, Mutant Runes actually. So that helped out quite a lot. But here, Maelstrom took quite a lot of damage, but he lived from the tortures. Didn't feel like attacking him too much. I wanted him to live a bit. So right here, I think I took down Lord Platypus. Lord Platypus had to go, so I took him down, and then I took down Sensei Panikin right after. The monster was still alive, so here I went ahead and used Fire Rainbow, remove positive status effects, and the damage protection and stuff like that. And so it didn't really matter who I ended up eliminating the monster with. With Shelly, with a damage boost, the dark damage towards the dark damage, it won't deal enough. So I was like, you know what, I'll just go on and eliminate him, no problem. Soul Drag will kick in, I'll still live. Got 3 coins. Alright, now this one wasn't really a top player. It was actually the 14th base, but it had a pretty decent team, I've got to say. But I was just kind of confused on the strength tune there on, what's it called, the Doom monster. I mean, you could have just went with full speed, and then, or at least 6 team speeds would have been a good combo with Cruel, with like 2 speed rune and 1 strength. But you know what? It was what it was, right? So this was one of their bases, and take a look at it. I went ahead and scouted. This was when we had 87 coins and they had like 70 something. So we were ahead. But take a look at this. This time there is no Cruel with like 500k HP or anything like that. No, none of that. Now watch this. I started off with remove positive side effects, and the duo went with the damage boost in the beginning. So I was like, alright, cool. I mean, the worst he could have done was just remove positive side effect and AoE trade disabled me, and I would have still been fine. So my Cruel takes in the turn before his Cruel, as you guys could see. So that actually gave a huge advantage. That's why you need to think about the battle before going in. You have to calculate everything. Now here, the damage boost or the ignition or shock didn't really end up eliminating him, and that was completely fine. So take a look at this here. I didn't want to eliminate Maelstrom because remember, Maelstrom has a Soul Drag, and if the Soul Drag kicks in, not good. So I went ahead and took down Cruel because I remembered that it's Maelstrom versus Shelly, and I had my Megaton, so Maelstrom can't deal enough damage to Shelly that Shelly would end up dying. So I was like, I'm completely fine. So then here, I wanted to play around a bit, and then the shock, I knew the shock will eliminate the Do, so I didn't even touch him. So I just want the damage boost here. Look at this. The Do died, came back. No problem. Now here, I went ahead and eliminated Zoo once again, just like that, so he's not any pain in the butt for me. So here just went with his Megatons. I wanted to cleanse that and also trade disable him. And I didn't attack. Remember, I kept charging up with my Cruel because if I did, UA will kick in and the Burning will eliminate him and the Soul Drag will kick in and eliminate Cruel. So here I just went ahead and dealt him more damage. And then I remember going in with the damage boost next turn on the 2 because I knew he was super weak on health. So I went with the damage boost, yep, with the precision. And then I went ahead and eliminated him. And then your lesson brought me back with 3 coins. Alright, so this was one of their top bases as well. Take a look at this. This was number 5. And so it had a 150 Maelstrom, a 150 Cruel with Banished Can Touch, and that 150 Maelstrom had 2 Obsidian Relics, and not just that, but most importantly, the Soul Drag. And then lastly, we have a 150 Dracuna High with the Spilling Fist. So here's how it went. It had 18 coins, so I wanted to scout it since I had too much coins, and so I already did the what's it called? I already set up my runes here, as you guys can see. Went with full speed on 2, 2 speed and 1 strength on Cruel. I wanted my Cruel to take in the turn before his Cruel. Okay, and so Shelly, full team speeds, just like the Maelstrom there. And so it's okay if, you know, Dracuna High takes in the first turn because remember, it only has the Spilling Fist. So the worst thing he can do is just cleanse that Megaton. So just like that, the Spilling Fist. And then here I wanted to go ahead and remove positive status effect, and I went with the single target trade disable. The reason for that is because I wanted to apply the burning there, the torture. Now I could have went with my AoE trade disable, but that does not apply burning. Keep that in mind. So that is why I went with a single target, and then I went ahead and basically trade disable. It's Cruel, and so I was checking out the damage outputs and everything here and there so I don't mess up. I literally took a look at my stats on Rousing Assault and the Laser Beam Sword like at least 10 times here. So I just didn't want to mess up at all because if I did, I would lose at least 1 or 2 coins and didn't feel like doing that. So I went with that skill right there with the Rousing Assault, and here it's okay. If I went with my AoE skill, no problem, because remember, you know, UA would kick in, but I went with this one instead. So I went with the Ignition and Burning, and I don't even have to touch Cruel. I started attacking the other one. And the other one didn't have Soul Drag, right? So I wanted to start attacking, what is it called? That monster, Dracuna High. And so Cruel died, and he can't really do much, so he just went with his damage mirror skill and stuff like that. And I knew for a fact that Dracuna High was going to go on and heal up here. So he actually did end up healing. And that skill mirror, it was pretty annoying, I've got to say. But I was like, it is what it is, right? So I went with the, what's it called? I went with the charge up there. Gonna feel like attacking, wanted to save some stamina for next turn. We got rid of the shield or skill mirror, whatever he had there. You know, just single target, trade disable, no problem. Didn't feel like attacking Maelstrom too much because if Maelstrom died, yeah, the Soul Drag would kick in and eliminate my attacker, and he can't come back. So I'll lose a coin there. Didn't feel like doing that. I believe I went with duo-ups. Yep, I went with duo-ups here. Wanted to give some damage boost to Shelly for later. Went ahead and used Fire Rainbow, remove positive status effects a bit, and then trade disabled the other monster there. And Dracuna High was actually quite slow, honestly. So I finally got rid of Dracuna High, which was good because he was the one that was continuing, you know, with the continued spamming with like the heals and stuff like that, and that was pretty annoying, I've got to say. He went with his skill mirror here, so I wanted to charge up a bit, and then finally, you know, go with the damage boost there, helping me out with giving me some damage boost. And also precision, but most importantly just damage boost. So I wanted to continue attacking it and finish it off with that skill right there, so that Soul Drag will eliminate my dude monster and come back. And there you have it, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy today's Team Wars video. If you did, drop a like and also subscribe to our channel, notifications on. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys want more Team Wars videos. There will be a part 2 coming out very soon on my other account, on my alt account, where I'll show you guys how many coins I actually got and all the strats that I actually used as well. I'm going to be sharing it with you guys. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, drop a like once again and subscribe, alright? I'd really appreciate if you guys could drop a like and a subscribe. But that'll be pretty much it. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.